That's been a host to presidents, dignitaries, and a number of other things, including some of the events that they did. We refer to that as the Big House.
Brent song.
We're going to bring in our house that bedroom. Or what we're going to do with it. Because we want to put that bed in there.
As I mentioned earlier, in 1903, August Busch Sr. purchased the farm. At that time, he and his family lived at One Busch Place, which was down by the brewery. The road out here, Gravois, that's on the left of Gene, nothing but a rutted dirt road back then. Most all of the land around here was farmland. It was, in fact, a one-day journey by horse and carriage from the brewery to the farm. Now, since that time, 4 generations of the Busch family have resided at Grant's farm. August Busch Jr. was so delighted by the enthusiasm of his project, he opened the farm to the public in 1954. And since that time, we've had approximately 28 million guests come through the farm. If you look down to the right, you'll see a couple of animals down there. One of them is a white elk again. That antler with the horns down there is a pair of David deer. I'm going to wait till we get to the other side. I hope we can see the rest of them there and tell you a little bit more about them. As we come through this gate here, if you look to your right, you're going to see your spotted donkeys. Spotted donkeys come from the southwestern part of the United States.
Mom.
They're actually a very gentle animal, and they're good back animals. They're also great for pictures. You'll notice they don't move around a whole lot.
That was the able rider.
Mom, I'm making a video for YouTube.
If you look to the right between the trees out there as we're going up, you might have seen those black buck antelope that were out there. Otherwise, just kind of look over your shoulder. You should be able to see them on the hillside out there. These are all black buck antelopes that are out there. Most of those are the females. Now, they come from India. The males have like a spiral ring horn on them. The males do not have that. They're actually one of the fastest animals in the world. They can run about 45 miles an hour over a long distance. That's a male out there that you see with those horns sticking out in the air.
Well, folks are climbing the hill here to the highest elevation in Grant's farm. At the top of the hill was another larger lake up there called Mountain Lake, where the fountain's at. And it's stocked with Japanese koi fish. Before we get to the lake, though, look on the other side of the fenced-in area over there. See the gray cattle over there? They kind of look like a Brahma bull, don't they? But they're really called zebu. Zebu are the sacred cattle of India. People in the Hindu religion would never consider harming those for any reason whatsoever. They would never use them for their hide nor for their meat. Now, we may look in here and see some of those koi fish. If we do, koi fish are very multicolored, beautiful freshwater carp. And they have a couple of unique tendencies. They get very large, over 5 feet in length under proper conditions. And they get very, very old. They've been documented all the way up to over 200 years of age. 3 years ago, the oldest koi fish that was ever documented aged one died at 210 years of age. And I'm sad to say because they're all down deep right now. I don't see a single one. There's hundreds of them.
Yeah, the kids aren't really quick on the edge part.
We're gonna skip some parts.
I don't know. We get off somewhere. I don't know where though. Hopefully, I think we should stop the telling.
Yeah, there's one Odette right in the middle of the mountain up here on the right.
Thanks, Dean. These rocks to your right of the Odad Mountains and the animal. He'll be in the crevice up there. We'll be able to see him sitting down there, I think. That's an Odad sheep. Odad sheep come from the Barbary Coast, north part of Africa. They have unique hooves that are split, have a soft pad with a hard red edge. That enables them to run straight up and down those red rocks there. That's our first line of defense. They just run away from their predator by running up and down the rocks. You also see that cattle up there that's black and white and black. That's a belted Galloway from the southwestern part of Scotland. The kids always refer to them as the Oreo cookie cows.
Now we're gonna skip so we get to something interesting.
The first cattle you see,
There we
the
go.
light-colored ones with the spot, those are Texas Longhorn cattle.
Oh my
The next
God.
cattle you see, the red cattle with the huge horns, that's that Collie cattle. That Collie cattle comes from Uganda, sometimes called Watusi cattle. And you're going to see a couple little fellas laying out there. They've got little bitty horns and kind of dark color. Those are our yaks. Yaks come from Tibet. They can handle temperatures about 40 degrees below zero. The yaks we have are about half the size of the one you see in the Saskatchewan. We don't have the right climate for them. And back a little closer, you're going to see the American bison or the buffalo, largest land mammal in North America. Weighs between 1,200 and 2,000 pounds.
A lot.
Over here on your right side, you're going to see another one of the Belt Galloway cattle. Inside that fence there, up there, you'll see our two ostriches up there. That's Oscar and Olivia. Oscar's kind of the dark-colored one that you see up towards the rocks. Olivia's down a little bit farther. She's kind of a brown color. Oscar there weighs about 350 pounds. He'll eat almost anything, including small rocks and pebbles, helps him digest his food. And we do keep the net vegetarian because they're very territorial. We do not want to hurt yourself or another animal. That deer off to the left was white-tailed deer, running throughout Missouri and Illinois. That cattle that you see to the left down there in the water is the Scottish Highland cattle. That's the oldest known breed of cattle, very sturdy, very hardy cattle. And this deer over here on the right, this is an axis deer, beautiful deer. You can see how the antlers are kind of swept forward on that. Axis deer come from India, and that black tarsal going down their back. Beautiful deer. There's a couple of babies over on the left side. Those are also fallow. Playing Zelda. Those are great zebras. That is the type of zebra that they are. All zebras have unique stripes. That's how they identify each other. That's the deer garden. Look to your left over there in the shed, you're going to see our wild Mustang horses in there. Wild Mustang horses come from the southwestern part of the United States. Beautiful animals. Anheuser-Busch is one of the few commercial companies involved in the adoption of those beautiful animals.
Well, hope you like it.